What a revelation! Meghan Markle also ghosted Millie Mackintosh of Made in Chelsea. In her latest podcast, Mom Lemmas, Millie revealed that Meghan Markle, as soon as she backed Prince Harry, dropped her like hot potato. Millie Mackintosh was Meghan's friend. She said they met in Turkey and in a hotel in Turkey, and they shared so many things in common. They had troubles in their marriages and they also wanted to live their best life. So they went back to the UK and she had a black book of the best hotels, the best spots in London. Like for anyone who is new in London, who wants to have a good time in London, she was the go-to person. So Meghan Markle used her black book and she went to many places in London. She was new, she never knew anyone in London, whilst on her hunt for a prince. So Millie hung out with Meghan Markle. In many instances, they went to club. The last time they were seen together was when in 2016 September they were pictured together in a girls' trip in Soho farmhouse in Oxfordshire. So after this time, Meghan Markle disappeared and she never heard from Meghan. The next time she saw in the news, there was news about Harry and Meghan. So she felt overwhelmed by this news. She reached out to Meghan and said, "Hi Meghan, how are you? How have you been? I haven't heard from you. It's been a long time." And Meghan never replied. And after a while, she replied. And in this reply, it sounded like F off bitch. You understand? Like she never wanted anything to do with Millie again. So Millie was flabbergasted because this is someone she spent a lot of time with, hanging out in London, showing her around the place. And she even lent her little black book of the best places in London. After using Millie Mackintosh, she dumped her. Can you all imagine, like, you've had someone who is not your best friend, but you've had someone you shared so much alike, you resonate on many levels, and then this person all of a sudden just ghosts you. Try to reach out to them, they don't want anything to do with you. And in this case, it was someone who was a visitor to London. She doesn't live in London, so she was new in London, and all of a sudden she ghosts you. You're kind of worried, not about the fact that they've ghosted you. You're worried about their safety. Maybe they are not safe, maybe something bad has happened to them. So that was Millie Mackintosh stage at the time. That's how she felt at that time. But she later on found out that Meghan, as soon as she met Harry, she never wanted anyone who knew her before to see Harry. Like, she never wanted Harry to meet anyone she had known before in London. So in the news, she found out that Meghan had been communicating with Harry whilst they were together. So she said only if she had known that Meghan was in communication with Prince Harry. Remember, Millie Mackintosh isn't close to Prince Harry. Yes, she's a big star in London, but she was never close to Prince Harry. But also, Millie Mackintosh didn't know that Meghan Markle had a plan. So she was looking for anyone who was connected to Prince Harry or connected to someone who was connected to Prince Harry. So she had her roadmap, Prince Harry, her roadmap to the royal family. So Millie Mackintosh was just a liability and she expired. And when she expired, Meghan had to push her to the side and continue. She was on course and focused to her target. Her main target was Prince Harry and not Millie Mackintosh. So Millie only realized after that she was a liability. Meghan was just using her to get to where she wanted to get to. So making a podcast and talking about how Meghan ghosted her and dumped her, I don't think it is important or it is of any relevance, because Meghan Markle was just using her, and I think she just realized that she was being used, and she's angry that she was used by Meghan. Meghan doesn't care about anyone else. She cares just about herself, and she dumped everyone. Even Piers Morgan also was ghosted. You all remember? There's a video of Piers Morgan. He said he met Meghan in a few times. They had been communicating back and forth online. Meghan had sent him pictures and videos of her trip to Africa, where she was working with some poor communities, and she was soliciting for funds for fundraising for that for some charity. So he was quite interested, but not only interested in the charity, he was quite fascinated by Meghan Markle's work and also how beautiful she was. So Piers Morgan, in his own words, says that he was the first person to invite Meghan to London, that Meghan had never been in London. So Meghan came up to him. He was sitting in a pub. Meghan came in. They had a few drinks, and all of a sudden Meghan said she's going somewhere. She's going to another party in town, and he never knew that that was the party where Meghan was going to meet Prince Harry. It's like Meghan had some friends who were somehow connected to Prince Harry. Prince Harry, before Meghan, was a party boy. He was a London playboy. Meghan Markle had done her research so well on Prince Harry, so she knew where and when to meet him and get him. She left Piers Morgan in that pub and took a cab to a party where Prince Harry was there. Prince Harry was in that party. That was the last time Piers Morgan ever saw Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle disappeared. She ghosted Piers Morgan. And later on, Piers Morgan said when he sent a message to her, she never replied. And she pretended as if she had never ever saw Piers Morgan. So Piers Morgan was also ghosted and dumped like hot potato by Meghan Markle. And that's what Meghan Markle does. When she uses you and your expiration date is reached, she will discard you. Even her own dad has been discarded. She doesn't care. Her dad is sick. He had stroke and he has just recovered from stroke. He has been on several interviews pleading with Meghan to come back home and make peace with your dad. I want to carry your children, my grandchildren. I want to see them. I want to have peace. I still love you, Meghan. But Meghan doesn't care. Like, she's so out of touch with reality. She doesn't even listen to anyone. I don't know what her mom is telling her, because her mom seems to be on the same train with Meghan. She doesn't care about anyone else. She's all about the money. Like Tombowa said, Doria Ragland was missing in Meghan Markle's life for a period of 10 years. There was a period of 10 years where Doria Ragland was nowhere to be seen. And during this period of time, Thomas Markle took full custody of Meghan Markle and he paid for everything. He sent Meghan to the best of schools, gave Meghan the best life. Even though he wasn't like super rich, like from a royal family, gave Meghan all the best. Meghan was a spoiled child. And you can see now the way she behaves like a spoiled child. She doesn't care about anyone else, not even of her half brother and half sister. She doesn't care about them. Her half sister, Samantha Markle, is on a wheelchair. She needs help. She needs financial help. She needs emotional help. She needs physical help. But where is Meghan? Meghan doesn't care. Okay, let's forget about Samantha Markle. Is her house sister. Let's focus. My main focus is her dad. Her dad has just recovered, and you can see from his latest interview, you can see from his facial expression, his mouth is slanting when he speaks. He's recovering. He's not fine physically, and I also believe he's not fine mentally. He's traumatized. He's still recovering from trauma he's had. Post-traumatic disorder from Meghan Markle's strange behavior and also from her husband's strange behavior, Prince Harry. Because Prince Harry went in his book and ridiculed Meghan Markle's dad. He ridiculed his physique. I called his pot belly hanging over his trouser. And also, he mentioned that Meghan was mourning her dad. How dare you, Harry? Mourning. Like as if Thomas Markle is dead. Thomas Markle is alive. Why will you use the word mourning in your book? And Meghan sits back and relax and like give him a hand of applause. Well done, my husband. You've written a good book. Seriously, Meghan. How do you sleep in the night when you look at interviews? I know Meghan is online all the time, watching people talking about the way she treats her dad. How does she sleep in the night? I really want to know. She sleeps in the night because I can't sleep. Even when I go out and smash an ant, I won't have a sound sleep. I'll be thinking that the ghost of the ant is going to come haunting. How can Meghan sleep? Like, you see your dad off-railed, weak, on interviews, trying to make ends meet, because in these interviews gets paid some token and he uses it to survive, whilst his daughter that he raised with his sweat is living in Montecito, a $14 million mansion, and she doesn't really care. He says that it's been 4 years, hasn't heard from his daughter Meghan Markle. He has never seen his grandchildren. He just hears Prince Archie, Princess Lilibet. He has never ever seen them. He longs to carry them and hug them and feel the warmth of being a grandfather. When is that going to happen, Meghan? Do you want to do it when he is no longer here? When do you plan to do it? When? And Prince Harry, the delusional prince, the Duke of Montecito, the Duke of South Park, sits back and doesn't say a word. He hasn't made an effort. He hasn't lifted a finger. He hasn't done anything to go to his father-in-law. Let's assume Meghan doesn't want to see her dad because of some sort of misunderstanding. Then Prince Harry also jumps on the same boat. Why don't you ask your wife? Why don't you go and see your dad? Okay, but we all remember Prince Harry also discarded his own family. He's a runaway prince. So they make a perfect pair. They are a toxic pair and they are in a codependent relationship. They work with each other, they help each other. That's the way they want to live. That's good for them, but that's not the best way ever. Family over everything. Family is the center of life, is the center of love, is the center of unity. Family today, family tomorrow, and family forever.